Hello, kia ora, and welcome to the General Manager update for SIPS covering Australia, New Zealand and the Pacific Islands. I can't believe it's our very last update for the year 2025 as we hurtle full force into 2026. But let's just take this opportunity to reflect on the year that has been 2025. It was a pretty busy end to the year. Myself and a number of my teammates travelled to the Middle East to take part in the SIPS Global Leadership Team, where 43 SIPS leaders convened to discuss their insights, their ideas, share leading practices, and really understand how we can best support the profession to move forward through these turbulent times that we're all experiencing in all corners of the globe. It was a really great event to share leading practice, to learn from each other and really uphold what we talk about in terms of continuing professional development. And I'm really grateful to everyone who contributed and attended. 2025 has been a really successful year for SIPS membership growth across Australia, New Zealand and the Pacific Islands, with all states and territories across Australia and right the way across New Zealand, as well as the Pacific Islands, all experiencing growth in membership, which is great news for the profession and the standards that we uphold in this part of the world. Further, we've also experienced growth through all categories of membership, so our studying members, our affiliates, as well as our MSIPs and FSIPs professionals, the latter driven by record numbers of MSIPs and FSIPs awards throughout 2025. And it was such a pleasure to be able to congratulate so many of you MSIPs and FSIPs achievers in person on stage at our Procurement Futures events this year. Throughout 2025, we've worked really hard to enhance our membership value proposition, and our global footprint looks quite different to what it did this time last year. Throughout this year, we have enhanced our member value proposition. We've delivered digital certifications and badges so you can seamlessly share your achievements with your community through your LinkedIn or other social channels, and also really prove your credentials and credibility that you've worked so hard to achieve. We've also launched a refreshed, updated professional register with far more capability to better reflect the individuality of your unique profile. The professional register backs you as a professional, and it's the way in which SIPS as your professional body continues to support you as your professional partner at every stage of your career. In the latter part of this year, we also launched a refreshed, updated version of the Global Standard. It's the competency framework for the profession that really defines what good looks like at every level of the profession and through the different verticals in which we get involved in. If you hadn't already, do head over to your MySIPS and check out the member interactive tool so that you can understand the skills, the knowledge and the behaviours that define practice at every stage of our profession. I'm really excited to say that early in 2026, we will be launching the inaugural SIPS app, which will better connect professionals, better connect members in all corners of the world so that you can really connect as a global professional community. So watch out for more news about that early in 2026. Speaking of 2026, our Excellence in Procurement and Supply Awards for 2026 are open now. Head over to our dedicated awards website, check out the categories for both teams and individuals, and take the opportunity to reflect on all of the achievements that you, your team, your organisation have achieved throughout 2025. I think the very next winning projects are definitely lurking within those reflections, so do take the opportunity to get involved. Head over to the awards website for more information. I'd like to take a moment to reflect on and also express my gratitude for the fabulous work of all our volunteers across 100 branches around the world. This dedicated group of individuals, they're incredibly passionate, enthusiastic about procurement and supply profession and seeing our profession thrive as we move forward. Their expertise, their willingness to share their experiences and connect individuals is absolutely inspiring. Across Australia and New Zealand, our fabulous volunteers have run more events than ever before, with nearly 100 branch events taking place throughout this year. And I know these have been exceptionally well attended, with more attendees than ever before, taking part to network with each other, to forge new connections, build new relationships, and invest in the development of existing relationships. Many of you tell me of the learning that you've made throughout those events and the new connections that have really supported you throughout your career. Thank you so much to our marvellous volunteers who have got involved in running all of these events. You really are such a treasure to the profession and a force to be reckoned with. In addition to the events, our volunteers have also contributed to furthering the profession. Groups have pooled their expertise to support CIPS's response to public consultations on matters pertinent to procurement and supply, like the Circular Economy Inquiry, like the New Zealand Government procurement rules update. Groups of CIPS volunteers have generously shared their time, their expertise and their insights to support CIPS be your voice and the voice of the profession to further practice across Australia, New Zealand and the Pacific. In addition, groups of volunteers have also been so generous with their time and shared their experiences with students who will be the professionals of the future, studying CIPS accredited degrees through our university programs. They've been able to share their experiences, the highs, the lows of throughout their careers with those students to really give them some key insights as to what it's really like out there in practice. So thank you so much to those of you that are proactively engaged with students who will be the future of our profession. So the CIPS team and myself, we're so incredibly grateful to our wonderful volunteers. Your contributions are actively shaping the profession, both now, but also for the future. Thank you. And as I reflect back on 2025, speaking to all of you, it's clearly been a massive year for the procurement and supply profession right the way around the world. And what's really exciting, but also really obvious, is that the profession is set to flourish. We're absolutely focused on being ready and fit for the future. During 2026, we're going to be inviting you to join the conversation about your thoughts on the future of the procurement and supply profession and what we as professionals need to do to ready ourselves for the challenges ahead, and also what the profession needs from CIPS as its professional body to support us in all of those challenges. I really look forward to those conversations. It's going to be a pivotal piece of research to help us shape and define the professional footprint going forward. And finally, on behalf of the CIPS team and I, happy holidays and best wishes for 2026. We're so very grateful for your support. It absolutely means the world to us, and we're incredibly excited for what's to come.